Yep, I'm back with another video, man. Back with another video. This is your boy Jizo. Alright, for real. Let's talk. Okay, so we're gonna talk about why I like ordering my custom pieces from overseas, because it's cheaper. It's simple. That's why. It's fucking cheaper. It's cheaper. I can get some better quality designs. Like, look at that. Yeah, I mean, you see that? I took, like, you know, this is hard as fuck. Like, I think I got like one of the top, like if I did a top 5, I'll put this in the top 5 of even the other jewelry, you know, even though mine's silver, theirs might be gold and things of that nature, but I'll put this in the top, you know what I mean? Top 5 right here. I'm with the big dogs. Matter of fact, we're gonna do a top 5 later. Not in this video, but in another video, we're gonna do top 5 pendants of the year before the year's out. So we'll do that. But the reason why I really like to, why I order all my stuff from overseas is because it's cheaper. That's just the main reason. The pro with it is that it's cheaper. The pro with it is that you can get a nice version of something with Moissanite or Cuban zirconia. You also can get diamonds. You can do that. Now, they do have some people overseas that charge way more than they should. They have some people over here that charge way more than they should. So the pro is that it's cheaper. You get hand set stone. Like, the stone will be hand set, whether it's diamond, Cuban zirconium, if you're getting a custom piece, or Moissanite. It's going to be hand set. They're going to make this from scratch. Like, they're going to take the metal, they're going to make it. So you can get stuff even cheaper than this. This just happened to be silver. You can get copper, you can get, I mean, not copper, yeah, I guess copper, brass, whatever. You get those things. So, those are the pros. The con is the language. So you might not speak their language. They might not understand what you're saying when you're typing or texting. So you might have to call and talk. And even then, they might not understand what you're saying. Another con is they say they can't do certain things. Like, I don't know if you guys seen Flossie Carter's chain. If you did, you did. If you didn't, you didn't. His has LED lights. His is not the only one that has his is the only one that has that kind of LED. Like, his whole shit glows. But people have pendants with it in the eyes and stuff of that nature. You might be able to get it, and you might not be able to get stuff like that. Like, most of the time, you're not going to be able to get that because they don't know how to do all that stuff yet. Once they start doing that, then you'll be able to get it. But so that's a con. You can get the glow in the dark stuff. That's you can get that. You can get them to change the way the bell is. You can do that. Which I should have did it on this piece, but I wasn't thinking. If I was thinking, I would have put the bell on the back. But I wasn't thinking, so it is what it is. Another con is, imagine if something happens to your piece, a stone falls out, now you have to ship it all the way back to whatever country they're in. That is a con. That is a big con. Like, that is a big con. Hey man, cut it out. Also, another con is, you don't know what the fuck you're getting. Now, that's a big con right there. So I'm telling you, this is silver. I gotta go get a silver test to make sure that it's actual silver, because this could be brass as well. I don't know. I mean, it's heavy. It feels heavy, and you know, like silver. But I have to test this out to make sure that it is silver. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what you're getting. They just telling you what you're getting. So. But even if this is not silver, I still will be fine with that. The only thing is, they got me for the money, right? So, because silver costs more than the brass, so they don't get. Is it brass or copper? I can't remember, but that costs more. So that's a con. So you don't know what you're getting. You just gotta take it. You gotta hope it even comes. When you first starting off, you gotta hope that you find the right vendor. Like on some websites, they have them verified. On some, they don't. So just you finding the vendor is gonna be tough on you. But again, you get a nice piece. Like this piece is nice, and y'all know it. Like this is one of the best pieces ever that I have. Like shit is like mad heavy. I can bust somebody in the head with this shit and knock them the hell out. I don't get violent. I'm just saying, like if somehow I hit somebody in the head with this, it's over. Oh, and they do engravings. Like you can't really see on this one because it's the matte, like a matte finish on here. So, but it has words on there, engraved in there. So. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, for real, you can go to a jeweler. You know, I don't mind going. I'm gonna go to a jeweler as well. I think you should buy from everybody and see who is the best. You buy from everybody and see who the best, because at the end of the day, you want the best quality. What's going to last the longest, you know? And not necessarily all the time. It's not always going to be what you think, because again, I have silver, I have gold. They all over time has wear and tear. Yeah, you can clean this off if it's tarnished. You can clean the silver off and bring it back to this color when it's tarnished. You can clean the gold and bring it back to a certain standard, because most gold, they plate the gold, they polish it, and then they plate it sometimes too. Even though it's real gold, they still plate it, you know? They give it an extra shine factor, or they might really polish it and it gives it an extra shine factor. But by the time you wear it, it's getting a little duller. You get what I'm saying? And the color on it changes a little bit. No, it's still a gold color, not like changed like that. I'm not saying this will change into silver or nothing. No. Yeah, no, what I'm saying is the color changes. Like when you first get some things, that color is a brighter, shinier feel. Then it gets dull over time. So you do have to clean it and get a polish rag to polish it again, you know. Those are the things that you have to do with it. But I don't think it should matter. Get your stuff from wherever you want to get your stuff from. I do think you should shop with everybody. Even though you don't, sometimes I don't believe in some of these prices. They're pretty high. But now that things are getting popular, like Moissanite is getting popular, it's starting to go up. Now that silver is getting popular, it's starting to go up. Like this, I overpaid for this silver. Like if I got the same thing, I wouldn't have spent that much money. Like, but you also got to remember that you got to pay for the labor. You got to pay for the labor. So I expect to pay. If it's a kilo, I'm gonna break it down. Like kilo right now in silver is like $600. So I'm expecting to pay like $2,000 for something that's a kilo. That's handcrafted. I'm expecting to pay about $2,000. You know what I mean? And that's like damn near 4 times the price. But that's just the way life goes, you know. So. Because you do got to pay for labor. Now, if they just getting them in, I don't think you should pay their price. If their price is their price, I'm not going to tell them to take down their price. But if you're handcrafting something, I think you should pay it, because you got to pay the labor. You got to pay labor. You got to pay, you know what I mean? These people took their time. You're paying for their time. But other than that, no. But again, if you want to order from overseas, I suggest you do it. If you want to order from different companies, I suggest you do it. But overseas is much cheaper. And that's why I order from my stuff from overseas, because it's much cheaper. You can get gold, you can get silver, you can get brass, you can get whatever metal that you want overseas. Not all companies. Some companies you have to do your research on that part. But for the majority, you can get all the metals. You can get all the stones. So it is what it is, and you just don't know. So that's the only thing. Again, you just don't know what you're getting. You're gonna have to test it out to see if it's real. But most of the time, they're gonna give you what you paid for. Like if you want a gold, let's say you want a gold 15 millimeter bracelet, and it should say it's $150. You know off that you're not gonna get that for $150. You know what I mean? So let's just be reasonable. You know what I mean? You gotta be reasonable. You know what prices you're gonna pay. You know what I mean? So again, expect to pay 4 times the price of something when people are doing labor. Now sometimes overseas you can get it cut, and so instead of paying 4 times or quadruple or whatever you said, the amount you can pay 3 times or even 2.5 times on that price. So that makes it cheaper for you. You know what I mean? Because they're not charging as much for their labor. And other people are charging that much because they're charging over the 4 times because of their name. Their name is big. So I suggest you buy from overseas. Overseas is where it's at. Whether it's China, whether it's India, just buy it. You know what I mean? If you want some jewelry, just buy whatever you can. Get whatever you can for now. You're starting off. Don't overdo it. Don't spend too much money. Don't go out of your price range. No, if you buying jewelry, you should be buying it for you and not for everybody else. That's the end of the day. Peace.